This movie is definitely on my nice list, but in the naughtiest way possible. Or is it on my naughty list, but in the nicest way possible? Huh. What's up, April here, and welcome back to The Struggle is Real, my YouTube channel where I do TV and movie reactions and reviews, all for your viewing pleasure. And also mine. Today I'll be reviewing the Christmas thriller, holiday thriller action comedy. Today I'll be reviewing the movie Violent Night, which is a Christmas thriller action comedy starring David Harbour and John Leguizamo. The premise of this movie is that Santa, played by David Harbour, is weary of his St. Nicholas duties and is thinking of calling it quits. However, on his way to deliver a present to a little girl on his nice list, Trudy, he sees that Trudy and her family are the victims of a home invasion, and because Trudy is a true believer, he decides to jump into action and save her and her family. Now, I went into this movie thinking that it would be somewhere along the lines of Die Hard if it actually was a Christmas movie and just not set around Christmas, but it actually ended up being Die Hard if Bruce Willis was Santa Claus and murdered all those people in the name of the holidays tradition, because this movie was wild. It was everything that I was hoping for it to be in a holiday action movie. There were elements of comedy as the intruders tried to actually discern if this was just a Santa lookalike or if this was actually Santa. There were Home Alone-esque gags from this little girl trying to defend herself against these intruders, and people were getting murdered in this movie in such a holiday festive way that I can't even be mad at it, to be honest with you. It was absolutely crazy. David Harbour did a great job as Santa. Obviously, he's been in the game for a while and has received more notoriety over the last couple years playing Hopper on Stranger Things, but I thought this movie was absolutely perfect to show off both his action and comedy chops. I mean, he did a great job as Santa, and not just like a happy-go-lucky bringing Christmas cheer Santa, like a Santa that was tired, sick and tired of delivering these presents to ungrateful ass children and just wanted to call it quits. Like, he was a drunk, angry, and over it. And the fact that this little girl managed to restore his own belief in the reason why he was doing the job in and of itself, I thought was so ludicrous and sweet at the same time. It was really funny. And then John Leguizamo is playing the leader of these thieves and home invaders, and he goes by the name of Mr. Scrooge. And noting that all of the members of his team had holiday-esque code names so that they didn't give their real names on comms. You had names like Peppermint, Sugar Plum, Krampus, Candy Cane, Frosty, Tinsel, Gingerbread. Like, the movie knew how to make fun of itself, but it kept it in the holiday spirit, which was just so freaking funny. And I also appreciated that because John Leguizamo's character, Mr. Scrooge, was leading this group of villains, that they actually took what they were doing extremely seriously. Now, I say that because usually when you're watching a movie and there are thieves or something, there's always this monologue where they're telling you about their plans, or there's a huge speech and they're not really getting the job done. No, these people came here to mean business. Okay, they don't care who they have to knock off to get to what they have to get to, including Santa Claus, which is just absolutely wild. And over the course of the movie, the fact that even his own team is trying to figure out whether or not this is real Santa or just a maniac that's in a Santa costume is absolutely hilarious. I was completely and utterly here for this movie. I'm so glad that I watched it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be in my Christmas movie catalog moving forward. I don't know how many people have gotten around to seeing this movie because the premise is so insane, but I'll tell you what, this movie had one job to do and it delivered on that job, and I am so glad I watched it, and I recommend it to anyone that is looking for some mischievous ass Christmas fun. There are definitely some graphic schmurders in this movie, so if you don't have the stomach for people being schmurdered in a holiday fashion, then I would advise you,
just look at the flowers.
But if you're in for a raucous good time, then I would absolutely recommend this movie. This movie is nothing but good, not clean Christmas fun, and I was absolutely here for it. And it leaves you with a really important message. You can receive all of your dreams if you just believe.
That's important to me! You believed in me!
I'm so glad that I took the time to watch this movie. It honestly made my heart smile. Now, I'm sure that you're wondering, wow, April, this movie with violence and Christmassy insanity made your heart smile? Yes, it did, because I love the holidays, but I love a good Christmas movie with a small amount of gratuitous insanity involved in it. And I also like sentimental Christmas movies like How the Grinch Stole Christmas and Love Actually, but that's for another video.
Christmas is all around me.
But I absolutely loved the insanity of this movie, and I definitely recommend it to you if you get a chance. Anywho, thanks so much for joining me for this review of Violent Night, a movie that you can watch at any time, not just around the holidays. If you've liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, more movie and TV reviews and reactions. And for The Struggle Is Real, I have been April, and I'll see you real soon. Peace!